welcome to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see, there's no bumper right there, and it's a bunch of stuff hanging, wires hanging, everything else. So with that being said, the truck is gonna get a facelift, and kind of in a big way. So with there being no bumper on there, obviously, I think I talked about it before, but I don't know. If I didn't, then we'll start over again. So I am pulling the bumpers off because I'm not really a huge fan of chrome, and I'm tired of the chrome. It's really not the best for me. I love the look of them paint mashed, and that is exactly what we're gonna be doing. I myself, and I'm not gonna be doing it. I'm gonna get them powder coated instead of just regular paint. It holds up a little better, and all around it's just gonna be a lot better for chips and all that stuff. So we're gonna get on to ripping the front one off, and I will go over with how I ripped the back off. Basically, you wanna get underneath, and there's gonna be these two holes and two holes on the other side. There's bolts poking through. Pull your license plate off. You'll have two more nuts here. And then I believe your whole, obviously you need to unplug all your trailer brake stuff and your license plate lights. And then you can pull that directly off of the truck. Now, in order for me to get it powder coated, I have to pull all the plastic off. And that is a little bit more time consuming, but it's really not that bad. It's just all the plastic has a bunch of clips, as you can see here. All those little clips, you just squeeze them with a needle nose pliers, and boom, you're done. So here's the bumper. I'm gonna take these and drop them off tonight. So I wanna get that one pulled off, and the powder coat's ordered, and I'm hoping that I can fit the bumpers in the Camaro. So that's gonna be a fun task, but I'm hoping they'll fit. The rear one I know is no problem. The front one, however, could be the issue, but I think it'll go. So we're gonna get some tools and we're gonna get started. So first thing you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to pull this 10 mil bolt out of the fender liner. You got one on each side. So you're gonna pull that out, and then I believe that I need to remove the grill in order to get down lower at those bolts. So once you get your grill off, you're gonna come here and you're gonna see you're gonna have two bolts or two nuts that you need to take off on each side. There's gonna be two on the top, two on the bottom. So you're gonna have a total of 8 bolts. And then you'll be able to pull this right off, and I'll have to take off this plastic down here. And even the dog agrees, it's hot. So we got 4 of them pulled off on this side. The one you have to pull off from the top, and the one all the way, which you can't really see it, where the light's glaring really bad, it's all right up in there. That one, I can tell you right now, you're gonna need an 18 mil wrench, and the rest of them are 18 millimeter as well. So I have the other side to do, and then we can pull the bumper off and then get this plastic valance off, and then we should be ready to ship them out. So there you go, we got all 4 of those off. And these two here are even more tight, or even tighter than the opposite side. So these, you kind of have to use a wrench for both of them because you can't really get in there. They're making stuff way too tight on these. So now it's gonna be hard to do, but you can see the bumper is loose. So basically I just gotta pull it even, and I'm gonna use 2 hands for that because I don't wanna drop it and make things worse. There you have it. Bumper is off, and if you were gonna mount an LED light bar in there right now would be the time to do it, which I'm thinking about doing, but I don't know yet for sure, so we'll see what happens. These tow hooks are massive. So only thing we have left to do is get all this plastic off, and we're ready to ship. So hopefully once I get all the plastic off and everything, I'm really hoping that it fits in the Camaro. Let's hope. I don't know. The rear one I'm not worried about, but the front one here, yikes. Now this is only gonna apply to you if you're powder coating, because obviously you can't powder coat with the plastic on, it'll melt. And here is all the stuff that is required to pull it off, or to pull this plastic piece off. It's basically a bunch of little clips, and then there's two 10mm bolts on each end. You're gonna have one there, and obviously on the other side. And that is also gonna hold in that plastic piece. And then there's two clips on each side right there, 2 pins. One thing I do suggest, if you're getting them powder coated, not that the back's gonna get sprayed really that much, I would take your bolts out. So you'll have them in your mounting brackets coming up through, kind of like these two. And these ones, they have the washers. They're just like little locking washer nut type things. They have those two like really smashed in there. So obviously those I'm not gonna be able to get out. I'm not gonna dick with it that much. I'm just gonna have to kind of thread on the paint. It is what it is, but it'll save you a little bit of headaches later if you do that now. So we have all the plastic off of that side, the one down low, which is obvious, that's the big one. So now we're ready for the true test to see if they fit in the Camaro. I'm really not looking forward to it. Now that the lower valance is off, it actually is a lot smaller, but it's the curve that I think is gonna get us. So we're gonna see what happens. Ooh, it's gonna storm. Let me just say that this is a one tight fit. They fit, but barely. Check that out. That is a tight squeeze. When they're done painting them or powder coating them, we're not doing this to go pick them up. They'll get all damaged that way. So, but it works for now to take them up there, and because they need sanded anyway. So I'm gonna take them up there, drop them off, and probably the next time that you'll see it, because unfortunately I won't be able to be there to film and stuff, so next time you'll see it, they will be freshly coated, and hopefully they will look exactly like that. So